It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 18th of November. I'm Michael Groff. Get the cobwebs off your jackets this morning. It's going to feel like something of a shock when you step outside. We're down in the 40s in most spots. These are the coldest temperatures we've had here in the metro area since February. But we'll have a nice day today, a warm weekend ahead, then some rain chances to talk about by the early part of next week. Unfortunately, those aren't looking nearly as promising as what we were advertising yesterday. So lots to talk about as we look out there right now. Clear skies here at 4:30 a.m. 50 degrees officially at Sky Harbor right now. I imagine they'll get down in the 40s, though, before the sun rises in a couple of hours. Dew points at 21, relative humidity 32%. The winds are calm, the barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area this morning, 44 in Mesa and Glendale, 42 in Buckeye and Maricopa, 40 the cool spot on the board at Fort McDowell. A few spots are still in the low 50s. Northern Arizona, look at these temps, down in the teens in some spots, 21 at Flagstaff, 26 in Prescott, 37 Jerome, 30 at Camp Verde. So it's very cold across the state this morning. Not a cloud in the sky on the satellite picture right now. Watch warning map across the country, plenty of action. Winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings in portions of Minnesota, South Dakota, the upper Midwest getting hammered by the first major winter storm of the season. We have freeze warnings extending from Texas to Oklahoma, Arkansas, east. We have red flag advisories over Kentucky, the Carolinas, pollution issues out there too because of wildfires that continue to burn over the southeast U.S. Here in Arizona, there are a few freeze warnings out there, no surprise, and some red flag warnings as well. Very dry conditions across much of the southern tier of the United States. However, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather today extending from the Arklatex northeast toward western Indiana. Otherwise, some thunder possible as well over southern Minnesota, extending east into Wisconsin and upper Michigan. So as far as our weather goes, we'll get into all the details as we take a look at the models like we always do. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. And high pressure building into the southwest states means clear skies, a bit warmer today. Highs in the low to mid 70s. The sky sunny, breezy conditions at times, but otherwise just an ideal day. Tonight clear, a bit chilly, lows mid 40s to mid 50s. Tomorrow sunny and a bit warmer, highs getting into the low 80s. On Sunday, we see a piece of energy breaking away from a trough that's moving toward the Pacific Northwest coast. This dives southward, but not nearly as far south as what we were showing you yesterday, and this does not get nearly the subtropical moisture tap that we were talking about either. Still, clouds will be on the increase, so mostly cloudy by Sunday afternoon. High temperatures, low 80s, and about a 20% chance of rain coming into southern Arizona, including the Phoenix area, by late in the day. On Monday, this system is moving through fairly quickly, much faster than what we were showing you yesterday. It does not have the dynamics or the diffluent flow that we were talking about yesterday. The last few deterministic runs are not showing nearly as much moisture transport with this system. And so what this means is, despite the fact that we'll still have some good southwesterly upslope flow, most of the rainfall from this falls to the north and east of Phoenix. Still think, though, that we're going to have a showery regime with partly to mostly cloudy skies. And just about everybody will still get wet, but we're not going to talk about nearly the kind of precip totals that we were showing you yesterday. Yesterday's GFS had rainfall amounts 1.5 to 2 inches here in south central Arizona. Today, how about 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch? Now, check the European here, and I'll show you this is Monday at the same time, late afternoon Monday, and there's quite a bit of rain. Still, the European's fairly bullish on precipitation here in the valley, and it's showing rainfall amounts between 1/3 and 1/2 inch. And look at the Canadian models, shows rainfall rates still well over 1 inch to 1.5 inches, even 2 inches in northeast Maricopa County, up toward Payson, 1.5 inches or so of rain. So I don't think we're going to have 1 inch of rain, and I don't think we're going to be quite as dry as the GFS is advertising. But I cautioned yesterday, we're in a very dry pattern, and we have been for several months. This is a La Nina year that we're entering into, so these kinds of systems just don't have the punch that they normally do. And so I would tend to favor the European model. It's been the more consistent model this season so far. So I think we'll still have a showery day, but there will be some peaks of sun at times, and high temps climb into the upper 60s to low 70s. 60% chance of rain, probably rainfall rates 1/4 to 1/2 inch here in the valley. Some spots to the north and east will still see more, though. Tuesday, the rain's out of here. The sky's sunny. and temperatures will climb into the low 70s. Wednesday, mostly sunny skies and highs in the low to mid 70s. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. We're going to have a beautiful day here. Sunny skies and temperatures will be in the mid 70s. This is what the GFS is showing here. The latest run has 75 degrees on Thanksgiving Day. And this will vary a little bit. Well, 73, 75, 76, but get the idea. Mid 70s still looks pretty nice. This is a week from today, Friday, November the 25th. And that is a pretty impressive trough starting to set up off the Pacific Northwest coast. Negative height anomalies extending well south off the Southern California coast. So the cool air is knocking on the door around here. We would have seasonal temps, low 70s if this were to verify. Saturday, the 26th of November, the trough starts to make its way east into the west. Again, we would still be dry, but conditions would start to cool off. Upper 60s to low 70s, maybe a few clouds. And this is the end of the forecast period. Sunday, November the 27th, the trough moving into the Intermountain West, another low well off the west coast of Canada, and negative heights start to come in here to the southwest. So that means temperatures may actually dip below normal. Mid to upper 60s would be the highs. Again, if this were right, and this is going to change some between now and then. Understand, we're way out here 10 days. This is the land of make-believe in terms of forecasting, but the trend, and that's what you look for when you're out this far, the trend is for cooler temperatures by the end of the month, and that seems very reasonable. I don't think we're going to see much in the way of precipitation out that far, but definitely cooler temps. Numbers off the European for the next 16 days. I think we'll get up into the mid-70s today. I don't think we'll hit 77, but will be a pretty nice day. 80s this weekend, then upper 60s to near 70s next Monday, Tuesday. 73, 75 Thanksgiving. That looks good. And then much cooler by the end of the month. And that's a look at the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video by tomorrow morning. Have a safe one and keep warm out there this morning. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have a great day.